Texas 72, BYU 68. Under 2 minutes to play. Pope with backcourt pressure from BYU. Gets it ahead. Back to Jordan Pope. 9-2 run for BYU. Chendall. Handoff. Mark. Tramon Mark inside, turning. Has to kick it to Pope in the corner, who fires and splashes down a big three. Jordan Pope with a huge one. And the Longhorns go up by 7. Timeout BYU. Their last of the night. Jordan Pope with a big-time three and a big-time moment. 7-point game. Welcome back. Texas leading by 7. BYU with no timeouts remaining. Texas has 2. Jordan Pope catches the three, immediately rises, and buries the three. And the bench loved it.
Jordan Pope has played a lot of meaningful minutes in college basketball. He steps up and hits an absolutely huge shot.
1:20 to go. AJ going to inbound it for BYU. Could this be the last night he wears a BYU uniform before going to the league? We'll have to find out.
Changing the clock right now to 1:21, I think, is what the holdup is. 1 second could mean a big difference. Who knows? So Devonta is going to be side out to be the inbound man, and whoever he gets it to, you think it might be going right back to him. It's going to be guarded by Tramon Mark.
Tramon Mark will be guarding the inbound pass. Here we go. AJ looks to find somebody. He'll find. It's into the corner. Kennard finds a three. Kostic with a big one.
His second three.
Pope doubled. Triple team to the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Chendall. Chendall. Back to, no, he kept it. And fouled Modest. Modest is fouled. No, timeout. Texas.
57.7.
Under a minute to go. BYU still in it. Texas leads by 4. Welcome back to Portland, 75-71. Texas in the lead.
What a shot. Vokatitis. Little fade. That was smooth. Cuts the lead to 4. And then they were trying to foul.
Well, they were trying to foul him. Jared was saying, Jared, you heard that.
Jared heard from the huddle that Coach Kevin Young, when Vokatitis catches the ball, foul him immediately because, yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, that's who they wanted to foul because he's 0 for 4 from the line this half. He was 3 for 4 in the first half.
Sean Miller really smart called the timeout because he beat Kevin Young to the foul.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, in the first 4 game against NC State, Texas had a lead late, and they almost gave it away. They turned the ball over in the backcourt. They were in the coffin corner half the time with the pressure. So Texas struggled to ice that game away in their previous win.
So the inbound will come from Dalen
Texas 75, BYU 71. Inbounder. Swain into Pope. Back to Dalen Swain. Guarded by AJ. 3-on-3. Oh, AJ got hit in the face trying to draw a foul. Modest inside. He's fouled before the shot by Kadeem. As AJ took another shot to the face, tried to sell the contact, and did not get the foul call in his favor. Ooh, elbow to the face.
Yeah. Dalen Swain whipping that elbow around, got him right on the corner of the chin.
We're going to take a look at it. Now remember,
we're going to take a look at it.
So if AJ Devonta is within the cylinder of Swain, then that's going to be a no call, and it could be a foul on Devonta. Although he wasn't really intruding on the space. basketball play. I don't think Nixon.
Ooh, right on the chin.
Was there a little acting going on as well? Could be. Jared.
Call on the floor to stop the play is a common foul on number 7 for BYU. During that sequence, the play is being reviewed for a possible flagrant foul.
So they're going to look to see if Kadeem flagrantly fouled Modis.
So this would have to be, and it is, a referee-initiated look and upgrade for a flagrant foul.
Gene Steratore is with us. Gene, what are you seeing?
Initially, and we can't put this in, I feel like it's a cylinder foul on the defense, but because that was not called in the game, you can't create that in replay. And to me, this upward movement here, that feels more like a basketball move by Swain and not a flagrant 2 foul, which is really the only thing, or a flagrant 1, guys, which is the only thing they can come out on this. I think it's nothing. I think it's a basketball play that just doesn't have any leverage to lift this to the level of being a flagrant.
One of the other problems, one of the officials made an announcement and said number 7, and there was not a number 7 involved. There was 2 number 3s going at each other. So, I don't know. They'll straighten it out over there and they'll let us know.
On review, there is no flagrant foul on the play. Play will be resumed with number 8 for Texas shooting 1 in the bonus.
All right.
This play was stopped by the officials for a review, therefore no timeout will be charged.
So the foul was on Booth, not on either one of the guys that we've been showing the replay, and it's going to send both Titus to the free throw line. That's the way I'm reading it.
Yes, they didn't blow the whistle on that foul, on that play. It would have been a foul. The officials came over and said it would have been a foul on DeBonsa because he was invading on the cylinder of Dalen Swain. They didn't make that call.
So Modis at the line, shooting 2.
If it was a flagrant, but there was no flagrant foul on the play, and the foul sticks on both.
Or 1 for 1, right? First one. Oh, he came up short. AJ gets the rebound. Here comes BYU. Down 4. AJ inside. Kick. Out to the corner. Right attacks. Right under the rim. Back out to AJ. Left side. Jab step. AJ doubled. AJ doubled again. Finds a turnover. What a save. Into Modis, who's fouled by Wright. What a save by Camden. As AJ threw it right to him, and Camden leapt and saved it to Modis.
AJ DeBonsa right there, dealing with double teams all over the place.
And if Kadeem stayed in front of Modis,
is not ready and not expecting the pass.
He would have had a bucket.
Then a nice save, by the way, by Heidi.
And that's a big call because.
So Modis is a 69% free throw shooter. He's only made 3 out of 9 attempts.
Even if he misses the first, he has an opportunity to calibrate.
Modis, first one. Missed it.
In the half for the Longhorns, and he's the only guy that's missed 6 in a row.
And at some point, Sean Miller's going to have to get him off the floor because if he's a liability missing all these free throws, they need guys that, when you know BYU is fouling, they can make the free throw.
Second one, Modis. Missed both! He still can't get one to drop from the foul line. Right. Attacks Camden. Blocked by Modis. Saved by Chendel. Ahead to Mark. He's triple teamed. They foul him before the strip.
Because he didn't get fouled in the backcourt.
Alexei Kostic had the ball, but a foul was called before he could steal it. Officially.
Defensive play by Vokatitis. Massive. Rod Wright had a little bit of an edge, but Vokatitis, the help defender with that long arm, blocks it with the left, keeps it in bounds.
Absolute volleyball spike from Modis. Tramon Mark to the line. First one. He gets one to drop.
And Tramon Mark is on the mark from the free throw line. His first trip there. 15 points.
Second one for the man who won in the first 4 for Texas a few nights ago. Tramon Mark. Got them both. No timeouts for the Cougars. Here comes Robert Wright. Wright going at Chendel. Finds Kostic for 3. He airballed. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by BYU.
Under 10 seconds to go.
Texas
71.
from the first 4 to the round of 32 nearly.
And they take Volkentitis out, as you said, Sean Miller would. A smaller lineup, obviously, but the guys.
Dominique comes in for
A
BYU.
little bit tired from the free throw line in the second half.
Monis out for Texas.
He's 3 for 4 in the first half.
Mark looking to find somebody. Timeout, Longhorns.
Texas has to take
Their last.
final timeout. Couldn't get the ball in bounds. 77-71. 9.7 seconds remaining.
Well, the strategy for BYU is you have to get a steal here. You do not want to let that ball come in at all. If it does get in, you have to foul immediately. You can't let any time come off this clock. It is a 6-point lead, and if you are Texas, no matter what, whenever BYU gets the ball, do not allow them to shoot or get a three. The twos don't hurt you when you're up 6 points with only 9.7 left on the clock.
A.J. Devontae's had a sensational game, but has not gotten enough help from his friends, and thus down 6, 35 points, 11 of 24 from the floor. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough unless they got some magic in the last 10 seconds of the ball game. They made the Sweet 16 last year after beating VCU and Wisconsin. Then they lost to Alabama in the Sweet 16. Richie Saunders hoping to be part of the team that they thought had the talent to make it back to that level, if not more so.
So inbounding for Texas will be Camden. Camden gets it into Tramon Mark. Tramon Mark double team, triple team. Still hasn't been fouled, and now he's fouled with 5.4. Looks like it's on AJ.
A lot of time went off that clock, too. I know they tried to get a steal, and Tramon Mark was having some problems in that corner.
So Tramon Mark will go to the line to shoot, too.
It's a really good trap. You try to go for the steal for a couple seconds. Almost got it with 3 guys around that ball. But Tramon Mark was strong with the ball, and he kicked off 4.3 seconds off that clock, which is massive.
He led the team.
2 shots for Tramon Mark.
Points.
First one
He's got
goes
17
in.
in this one. And it's 78-71. And somewhere, Matthew McConaughey is saying, all right.
Matthew McConaughey reference. Mark makes both. Texas up 8. 5 seconds left. AJ's got to go.
Texas long
Heaves it from the left wing. Too strong. Texas is going from the first 4 to the round of 32. They eliminate BYU. 79-71. Texas wins in Portland. And that's it for A.J. DeBonce's college career. He gave it his all, nearly dropping 40 to keep BYU in it for so long without his co-star, Richie Saunders. That's it from the Moda Center. The Longhorns are up. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all later. I'll be out. Peace.